Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to try and fix a problem on my car. Hopefully it works. I've had a good idea and I'm going to see if it works and test it. So I haven't actually looked at it yet, haven't tested it, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I want to make the video and do it at the same time. So a bit of a trial and error. On my car I got a Volkswagen Golf, and you got the fuel filler cap. So you unlock the car, you press the filler cap door, like a bit of a click in, and then it pops open. And then you got the actual filler cap to turn it and put the fuel nozzle in to get your fuel. But there's a bit of a puddle of water collects behind the door. And I believe there's a little hole in the bottom where the water goes in and drains out. I'm not sure where it drains out into. Must be a pipe going into the wheel arch, I'm guessing, but it fills up. So I have read a few people on, I'm not sure which forum, was it the GTD or was it the Golf or the Volkswagen or some car forum page, people mentioning before about how to get rid of this problem. So obviously when I do a good car wash, I open the door up and I get a brush and I go around it. It's quite hard really because you got the oil coming from the fuel, and then you don't want to put too much water in case it gets in the fuel. So I don't go mad, but I try and get a bit of a brush and give it a good clean. Because as I've got a white car, sometimes the dirt overflow makes a horrible, you can see where it's just overflowed and out the side of the door. So I want to get it fixed really, before it gets too clogged. I have seen some people mentioning airline, but I haven't got an airline. I have got a hoover, which you can blow with a hoover, but it's got a bit of a big nozzle. It's not powerful enough to stick it in a little hole and blow the air through. I've tried using the brushes and I haven't used any drain unblock or anything. But today, I don't know why, I was watching YouTube, I was watching the car program, and this little problem popped up into my head. Another thing on the list which I want to fix and make my car like standard and up and running and good. So I just googled just to have a look at it, and it came up on this one website. I'm not sure which one it was, but because my car is an older version of the Golf, some of the websites that I see information is old, so it could be 5-10 years old, the forum that I'm reading off. So at the minute now you've got the Volkswagen Golf 8. I'm not sure if the door's the same on that, but I've got the Golf 7. So it should be the same if you've got the 7.5, but I got the 7. So maybe Golf Volkswagen do updates every year, and maybe you might not have the same problem. But I read somebody saying that they used bicycle cable from the brakes or the gears. They said they read it a while ago, and I think on their other car it was a 1.5mm pipe or something. 1.5mm can unblock the pipe. So I was thinking, I'm sure I got some brake or gear cable, not on my bike but spares in my spare bike box. So I went out to my shed and I have found what I've got. So I'll show you what I've got. This is actually for my bike. I bought it for my bike. It's in my spare box. So there is other makes available. I'll tell you what you can get, and if you go on Amazon or eBay or AliExpress, I'm sure you could, if you're just going to use this just for the purpose of fixing the drain plug hole, you could buy the cheapest possible one and then throw it away. Because I bought this for my bike, I have got the branded version, and I intend to use it for my bike as long as I don't ruin it doing this. Someone else did mention as well they used cable off a strimmer, garden strimmer. So I'm not sure if you can get different blade thicknesses for the strimmer, but I used to have a strimmer. I don't think I got any of that wire anymore, and even if I did, I'm not sure what thickness I had. But this, definitely the wire I got now is thinner, so if this works, it's going to be good. So what I've got here is, forget about the brand, it's a Shimano road shift cable set. So you can get brake cable set. You don't need to buy the whole set of this. I'll just quickly go through it. This is the set, so it comes with a black pipe which the wire goes into. You don't need that, so you don't need it. And it also comes with little ends to go on the end of the wire. You don't need that either. All you need is, because this is a set, this comes in two. There's two of these metal wires. There's a longer one and a short one, because on the bike you get the front derailleur and the rear derailleur. So that's why one is longer to reach the back of the bike. You don't need that, but you have got this cable. It says on the box this is 1.2 millimeters. Your diameter of the cable. Can you see that? Very small. 1.2 mils. So someone on the forum I read, I think they mentioned 1.5 mil. I'm not sure if that's the diameter of the hole in the car, or is that the size of the cable they used for the strimmer, or the bike cable they used. But if this is 1.2, it's smaller than either, so it should work. It's metal, so it's quite strong. It's got enough rigidity to be able to push it through the hole, but it's got enough flex to be able to bend and twist. And I'm not imagining it's got many corners, because water's going to flow through it. So I'm guessing it goes in a hole, probably drips pretty much vertical or quite smooth down in the inside of the rear wheel arch, and then it must come out somewhere. Obviously I'm going to be very, very careful, because I've never done this before, and someone did mention be careful you don't obviously pierce the tube you're pushing this through, or push the tube off. If the top of the tube disconnects from the inside of the fuel housing bit, it might be a nightmare trying to get it back on. You might have to take off the wheel arch liner. Somehow get your arm around it, and if you break it, well, then maybe you're gonna have to buy a new one from Volkswagen. Pain in the arse, really, isn't it? So I'm going to be very careful to not break anything, but enough force. So I'm going to do this fresh, live. Like, I haven't rehearsed it, I haven't practiced it, I haven't been out there and done it, but I do know that as I said, my car does puddle, so there is this problem, but there's no water in my car at the moment, because I washed my car a couple of days ago. I cleaned the inside of the fuel filler bit so it looks clean, and it hasn't rained today or for the last couple of days, so I don't think there's any water in there in a minute, but there definitely was a blockage the last couple of days. So what I might do is, just for the sake of the video, fill the ditchy part of the filler housing up full of water. Let's see if we can get a puddle, because you never know. The last time it rained, maybe by miracle it washed it out, so I don't know. But I'm gonna show you the housing, show you where the hole is, show you where the mud is, hopefully fill up full of water, and then hopefully when I push this gently through, we'll be able to see the water coming out or draining out. So then I'll refill it, and then hopefully then it shouldn't make a little lake. Maybe we might be able to see where this comes out as well, because if I push it in far enough, it's 1.8 meter wire. If I push it far enough, hopefully I'll be able to see it coming out, unless it comes out behind the wheel arch, and then we won't. But we should be able to see the water coming out anyway. Yeah, so what I might do is, as well, I have got another camera. I've got a little, what do you call it, endoscope camera with a LED light on it. It won't fit down the pipe, but I might be able to push that in to as far as I can to view the hole, just to show you how bad the dirt is in the hole. And we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to put the head strap on, so I can put the GoPro on my head, so you can see it point of view, so you can see as I'm seeing it, instead of having to hold a tripod or whatever. And we'll go from there. So next video we'll see will be outside at the car. Okay, so here we got the fuel filler cap door. So you press it in, the door opens, and you can see here there's the hole, but a lot of times when it's been raining it fills up with water. So first of all I'll try and fill it up and see what happens. Well, that's a bit of a ruin for this video because it's actually cleared. I can hear it's coming down. Ah, there we go. Right, so I'll go through this video anyway, just for demonstration purposes. But if you take the bike cable in there, yeah, that's it. You can just feel it goes in. And if I gently push it, you can feel it's going in. It hasn't reached any tension, there's nothing blocking it, it's just gone in. And now I can feel that's touching something that's gone a bit stuck a bit. I heard the water was dripping out the bottom and then I could see where it's dripped. So let's come on here. That's the rear arch liner. Well, I can actually see it. There's the pipe. So the water just drips out of the fuel filler, then lands on this wheel arch liner, and then drips out the edge of here. So that's actually a good that I fixed that. While I'm here, I've noticed there's 2 screw marks there, and it looks like something's been in there. I'm hoping someone's had rear mud flaps, but they might have taken them back off when a different owner didn't like them. Something's definitely been in there. I'll double check the other side to see if it's just missing the screws. There should be something there. Right. Let's pull it back out a bit. Yeah, that's clear. And if I pull the water in again, you can see there, put the water in, straight at the bottom. So that was quicker to fix than I thought, but done. No more water there, so instead of getting the water line, just get a little thin cable off a bike brake or bike gear, gently push it down the pipe and it'll come out at the bottom of the wheel arch. Okay, thanks for watching, see you again.